Everyone's so busy. It's extremely hard to find a date. That organizing logistics is extremely challenging. And I don't know what's going on. So this video for you, I'm going to be telling you some things that are going to be uncomfortable for you to hear. So if you're not ready to have a great dating life and you want to stay in the avoidance patterns that you've been in for a long period of time, then don't listen to this video. But if you want to listen and have a breakthrough in regards to things being busy and being able to organize stuff, then listen to this video because it's going to change your view. So I believe that men, like decision power and willpower, having a limit of that, every single day is true, but not true at the same time. I believe our willpower and decision-making ability is infinite in regards to like a bench press. So if we can't lift a certain amount of weight, the more reps, the more sets, the more exercises that we put in and progressive overload, we're getting a stronger, better chest that can lift the weight better, more efficiently, and stronger. Same thing when it comes to decision making. You get better at it. You like a skill. You can do it with more efficiency. It takes less effort to do it. When you're thinking ahead and planning when it comes to decision making, you become this beast. That is the thing that is happening in regards to this situation and this scenario. So a woman gets into her feminine the more decisions that a man makes. Essentially, the equation is like this. The less decisions she has to make around a man, the more feminine she becomes. Boom. She can make decisions all day around friends, work, colleagues, whatever it is. She can go absolutely wild there. But when it comes to you and her, she wants to make the least amount of decisions. And what happens for a lot of men is they feel so uncomfortable making these decisions for women that he'll say, all right, Thursday night, 7 p.m., be ready, wear this. And if you don't say that, invite you to be saying stuff like that because it's extremely attractive to women. And she says, oh, I don't know if Thursday can work, but you're busy all week, right? You go, I really want to see you on Thursday. 7 p.m. works really well for me. Can you do it? She'd be like, oh, well, I've got this and this and this on. Be like, all right, move your schedule, move everything out. I'm going to pick you up at 7. I know you can do this. That is holding a lot of tension in regards to having the intention of seeing her Thursday night at 7 p.m. She's going to be attracted to you. She wants to move her schedule around for you. She wants to do those things because it's a service, like it's service for you. She's like, oh my God, I'm moving this around for him. He must be really special and important. And it's because you've held space. Now, a lot of other guys will be like, oh, that's okay. Let's organize another time. Where it's like, if you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday night busy, it's free, or you've got plans for yourself, you need to spend the night alone or whatever it is. It's like, fight for the night that you want, man, because that is your truth. That is your authenticity. And she would rather hear that. And if guys if they don't trust that women are powerful enough to have their own plans and move their genders around, then what happens is you start buying into her frame by being like, okay, what other night can you do? And then once you start that situation, she's like, oh, Wednesday or whatever. Then you just start these conversations where the logistics is shit, right? It's just shit conversation of logistics. So if you can't do it like that and you can't, offer and hold the tension for the Thursday night, she's like, no, I genuinely can't do Thursday. Then you give her options. All right, Monday at this time, Tuesday at this time. And she can go Tuesday, right? So if you can't directly lead her in your intention, then give options. That's the rule. Directly lead. If she can't accept your direct leadership, and you haven't got positioning to do it, give options. And then with the options, make as many decisions as possible. So for her, she might have a lot of things going on in her life, and you are in this position where you don't know if she's got family members passing away, girl problems, boy problems, money problems, work problems. There's so much stuff going on for a woman. Daily life is overwhelming. She's so stressed out, and when she wants to feel safe is around you. And she will not want to catch up with you if she doesn't feel like she can be soft and in her feminine view. And because she has no attachment to time, she'll delay it for as long as she needs, bro. As long as she needs, until she feels like she can serve you, be soft for you, be the woman that she can be. So she'll delay shit. Everything seems so hard and so busy, whatever it is, because you're not making enough decisions and she doesn't feel safe and feminine enough in the real world for that to happen. So the grace that you have to give and the respect that you give her in this is what makes her feel soft, what makes her feel like she can be that person for you. So it's never a you problem, right? Her being too busy to organize dates, is to come to your dates and lean into your leadership, right? So you have to hold this uncertainty and uncertainty and all these decisions in line to help her be able to come to you. But you don't, to come to a date, whatever it is. But you don't want to be always organizing decisions, organizing dates, because that's a shitty conversation. If you're like, oh, okay, what about Monday, Tuesday? What about this time? Back and forth. For her, it's too masculine. She's got to make all these decisions still. She's like, oh my God. So the rule is you go back into play. All right, you got to have fun. You have to charge her up. You got to fill her cup up enough with play and, overcoming challenge and having fun with her. If you haven't watched 2 videos before this one, like watch that, because that one, I think it's called, it's the one on overthinking every text of that one, where I talk about play, right? So watch all the videos in here. And when you learn the difference between play, like when you see a challenge accepted, like, oh my God, challenge to make this woman feel safe enough to go out on a date with me and have permission and positioning. And to do that, that challenge is also play in that. So when she feels that play from you and she's like, all right, this guy's making me feel safe. I'm getting to understand him. You're having some voice notes and you're having conversations and you're talking on the phone and you're sending videos back and forth, blah, 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 blah. You're playing truth or dare. You're teasing each other, like all these things, right, are so important. And as you're doing those, that makes her feel safe enough when she starts thinking about the decisions, because she has to feel before thinking decisions. She has to feel. So if you're in the early stages of dating, like in this stage here where you're organizing catch-ups, you still have to realize that she has to feel before she makes decisions. You haven't got position or positioning yet to make all the decisions for her. However, you want to try. All right, you do want to try. And it's like, okay, what in my power can help me try to do that? Time of the date, what she's eating, the location, she doesn't worry about anything else, what she wants to bring, get ready, like the style of the date. You're going to make sure she's got the right shoes, all of these things, like, hey, wear this, and this by text messages. You can't tell her exactly, go pick up the kids at this time, organize this at this time, blah, blah, blah. Some women might actually like that, and you can like kind of test a little bit to see if you can make some decisions like for her, and if she's receptive to that, nice. But also if you're making decisions for her in her own life, she's going to feel an attraction, because you're pushing a little bit much. That's moving into identity where she makes all the decisions and you don't want to make those decisions for her in her life, because now you're leading into enmeshment and she's relying on you to think for her own shit, which is actually not healthy. She wants to rely on you to think on everything for leading the relationship into opening her heart, right? That's your responsibility. And that is what we're, teaching here right now. So if everything is too busy for you, it's like you have to take leadership in being able to make all these decisions and make it easy for her. And then also help her to be able to feel safe, to feel excited. Like, how exciting is spending time with you? Not the date. She doesn't care about the date. She enjoys bonding with you. Why is it so important to be bonding with you that's going to fill her cup up, which is going to take her out of the mundane, take her out of the busy, taking her out of all of the decisions, so that she goes, oh my God, I can relax around this guy and he helps my nervous system calm down and everything else. And that is what I want you to journal below. What can you do? So write this down and journal this. What can you do if she is too busy and not timing for dates to make her feel safe enough and to play with her so that she desires to spend time with you and will make room out of her calendar to spend some time with you and prioritize that over everything else? Big love, guys. See you in the next one.